Hey guys, welcome back to the Bad Boys After Show. I'm your host, Maher.
And I'm your co-host, Meeko Taylor.
And tonight we're going to be doing episode 5 and 6. Sorry for the late episode. We just thought it would be easier to jumble it up in one because they're basically about the exact same thing. So, we might as well just kind of jump into it because I think the first thing that stood out to me with episode 5 was Anthony and Gutta. They were kind of talking shit about Milan, and at this point, I was liking Milan, and I thought they all had a friendship, so that kind of like took me back. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
I know. So was it like before they went?
It was before the studio.
Oh yeah. So I had to think back and remember. Yeah, well, I know Anthony and Milan had that little scuffle in the room. So I don't know like how much of that was made up, or was they just cordial because they live in the house and they didn't want to be fighting every time.
Right.
But I could tell that Anthony just was like not really feeling Milan. I think they don't like the fact that Milan is trying to be like the leader of the house or some type of weird shit. Like,
yeah. And I guess I can respect Gutta a little bit more than Anthony if he had his opinions on Milan, because at least Gutta kind of keeps to himself and doesn't kind of like coordinate himself with a clique.
Right.
No, he's like in his own lane and talks to basically everybody, even Dylan, who to me at this point I feel like is just a plant at the house. I forgot he was there, honestly.
Who? Which one?
Dylan.
Oh God, I know. I know he doesn't really have much going on, which is not necessarily a bad thing that he doesn't have nothing going on.
Yeah.
It's just nothing about him that's like standing out. Like I want him to show more of his personality to stand out. Like, because you don't have to like be in drama and fight to be entertaining, but it's just like find your niche and do it. Like, you know, and like no shade to Dylan, because it's like I want everybody to win, you know, and shine. So, but you gotta like give it.
Yeah, and that's another thing where I can respect him as well for not inserting himself into drama, but I don't think he really, like, after what happened to Will, wants like any of that beef, because I think he might have that same mentality that Will did. Like, none of these people are really that cool with me, so he might think that they're gonna jump him or something. I don't know, or gang up him all at once. Which I mean, I get. I would be a little. I would have a guard up as well if I was one that didn't get along with everybody. Did you catch?
Everybody kind of click up a little bit too, and like you're like the oddball out, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, he doesn't want any problems, and I can't blame him.
Yeah. Did you catch Darrell saying that him and Milan could be cute together? I'm like, where did this come from? Like, y'all just fought 15 times on episode 1. And now you're saying that
I did peep there was a little flirting going on there. He put his chain on and stuff. Like he was wearing his chain. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny. What do you think about that?
I just thought it came out of nowhere. I mean, I knew that they were fine after the fight, but I didn't think that it was like anything other than a friendship. I'm not sure if Milan sees it that way, but Darrell kind of does. And Darrell, I think I'm coming around. I think I'm starting to like him now.
You starting to like Darrell now?
Yeah, I'm starting to like him now. He's really funny. He's being chill. He's being nice. He's talking to people when he feels like he should pull them to the side and calm them down. So I think it's exactly what I said it was, where the way that he acted the first 2 episodes, or the first episode, was just him being really intoxicated. And like, I think being on the show got to him a lot.
Yeah, you know, the excitement and the liquor.
Yeah,
it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, I like Darrell. I don't know. I thought that he might have been like joking, flirting when he was made that comment. Like I didn't really take him too serious when he said that. you ever flirted with somebody before and like, but you're really not serious about it. It's just in the moment. I've got myself in trouble like that before. I still be texting like, bro. No, but that's how I took it as. I took it like, you know, he was just like little jokey, flirty, like little nothing much. Because I don't think Darrell is too fond of Milan. Like, no, honestly, nobody is, to be honest. Like,
yeah, after this whole shit, no, but which is understandable because he is getting on my damn Nerves. Oh my God. Why is this whole studio shit dragging for so long? It's not that deep.
I feel like they wasted so much time in that studio with that scene. It's like, first of all, Milan, you're mad at the wrong person. Why aren't you mad at the producer engineer that left you guys there?
The fine ass.
How do you book? First of all, how do you book a studio session and then the engineer leaves? So there's ways you could book a session. You could book a session with or without the engineer, but it looked like they booked it with the engineer because he was there. So you need to be hollering at homeboy, like, you gonna give me some of this money back because you didn't stay, you didn't do what I paid you to do. Because when you book a studio with an engineer, they mix it for you right there. They put a little light mix on it, boom, you can take it. So don't be mad at Kerrion because he's trying to figure out how to save the song because you booked a bullshit ass studio, Milan.
Yeah.
So you want to brag about,
exactly.
Oh, I booked the studio, blah, 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 blah. But go holler at your man who left y'all hanging. You mad at the wrong person.
Another thing I was thinking, I don't do music, but I'm just thinking, like, so the issue was the fact that they couldn't get it saved. Could he really not take 2 minutes of his day to just save it before he left? So that they didn't have to
the engineer, right?
Yeah. So that
it doesn't take that long. Most people use Pro Tools in the studio.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It doesn't take that long to save it real quick, 2-3 seconds, click of a button. You know, I think what Milan was trying to do, that they wanted to mix it and save it, probably bounce some things around, do the levels and stuff like that. And that's something that your engineer is supposed to do. So like, why you didn't get on the phone or like go chase that down to come finish what you paid him to do? So you get mad at a person, and it's honestly, it's not hard to YouTube something or Google something up on Pro Tools on how to save something. Like, it's not that hard. I've done it before. I've had, you know, like, it's not that hard, and it's nothing to be angry over. Like,
it really was not that deep.
He drug it out so much, it was so annoying.
Ridiculous.
Then he tries to flip it like Kerrion was the one being disrespectful. Like, bro, like,
bringing up stuff about his dad. Like, you
how was he
that was
going to be disrespectful, and you were just downplaying him, trying to, all he was doing was trying to help out. Nobody else was coming with no damn solutions. Did you want to be mad at him?
What disrespectful shit was he saying other than basically repeating your insults, just directing towards you, when you were talking about his dad and his relationship with his dad? And like,
exactly,
you knew
what
that was
does that
a
have
low
to
blow.
do with the studio right now?
Exactly, you knew what to do to get to him, to push his buttons. Like, that was fucked up. But there was one thing that Moolah said that it was just really sus. He said he was excited to go into the studio because the producer dressed well.
He said that? I missed that.
Yeah, like, what sense does that make? I don't, like, what does that have to do with how well he's gonna
I can watch that part. I be missing stuff. Yeah. I did not, like, what does that have to do with anything?
It was in his interview. He literally just, before they get into the studio, he's like, or they get into the studio and he goes, I'm excited to be in this studio because this producer knows how to dress. He dresses well. I'm like, boy, that's like the 5th sus thing you've said since you've been on this show.
The producer dresses well.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with making the music?
Exactly. That's what I'm
like. I'm so confused right now.
That producer fine as fuck though. Isn't that the same producer that did the Bad Girl song for Baddies?
Yeah, it is. It's him.
So he's a producer.
That's why I didn't want to say anything. I swear on everything I love, I didn't want to say anything because I knew that was him. He works for Zeus. Mm-hmm. So that wasn't a booked studio session.
So that, okay, I really thought...
He worked for Zeus. I've met him before.
Okay, I assumed that. And I thought that, honestly, I thought producers, like,
I feel like he left
told him to like go to start some shit and like to make it so. I think they knew that was going to start some drama. Like, it's too much of a coincidence.
Yeah, that's why, like I was explaining earlier, that will never happen in real life.
It doesn't add up.
You book a studio session,
yeah,
and the engineer leaves, and y'all stuck to figure it out. Mm-hmm. First of all, he's not going to leave you guys there with his state-of-the-art equipment.
Yeah.
you know, like, but yeah, so I didn't want to say anything like to steal the shine away, but you already noticed it. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
think that
I
was a
think that
setup
shit. I'm like,
situation.
it's too much of a coincidence, and I don't think
It's
it would
more,
ever happen with a professional.
yeah, it's actually, no, it wouldn't have happened. It actually, I think, I'm pretty positive that that was a setup
Yeah,
situation.
okay. That's the first thing that came to my mind when I was watching. I was like, there's no way.
They did that to see what kind of situation it could brew up, you know?
Yeah. So let's talk about the song. I know you got some feelings about it because we've talked about it on the phone.
We did. Did we talk about this last week? I think we talked about this before too, because they showed the preview for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I believe you guys already know that I don't like the song. I don't like the beat. I feel like when they were listening to other beats, like there were some other ones that were better. Like, I don't know what made them choose that one. What it is, it's Milan. I feel like everybody's following behind Milan.
100%.
But I feel like because Milan was the one who liked that beat, and everyone's like, oh yeah, like no.
Hear me out. When I was watching that scene back for the second time, and I'm like, okay, they're going through the beats, right? And they go by really quick, and then they're like, this is the one. And then automatically they all have their verses. And they're like completely on beat, everything. And I'm like, this had to have been pre-planned. They knew that was the beat that they were going to use. And they just like use those scenes to like search for, their song as a filler. Okay, so whose verse did you think was, I know you don't like the song, but who did you think had the best and worst verse?
So the best verse was Curtis. I liked his verse. It had a little like it made you bounce. Like he was able to ride out the beat to where it gave it a little like, she like my swag boy, bad boy, you know what I mean? So like it gave it a little bit more flavor. The worst, I would have to say, and I love him to death, but Gutta's verse, I didn't like Gutta's verse at all. But there were some other bad ones. Like I didn't like Milan's verse. Mula's verse was all right.
Okay,
who else was on there?
That's the thing though, because I was thinking, I think Curtis was the best also, even though I thought it was weird that I know it was fitting with his lyrics, but he put the word name Mula in there, and I'm like, come on, like.
I know. Well, he did. I heard that too. But if you listen to the other parts of the lyrics, he wasn't talking about Mula. He was talking about money.
Exactly. No, I knew. I like picked that up, and I was like, I know he did that because he's obsessed with Mula, but whatever.
Hey, but Curtis, don't get it.
And Mula's was the worst, even though to me, I thought his was the worst, even though they only showed 0.3 seconds of it, probably because it was so bad. But the lyrics that I did hear about the KFC that we talked about is atrocious. And he was like, I have the best verse. And it's like, boy, no, you don't. No, I promise you don't.
Curtis had the best verse. I didn't really like Mula's verse. I like Mula's verse because he had like that flow. His flow was kind of like West Coasty, remind me like Nipsey a little bit. Not saying that he raps or got bars like Nipsey. I'm just saying the delivery of it. Like Milan, he could do good music, but I didn't like his verse. I just felt like it sounded too blah, like the hook. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like I like switch it up a little bit with the rhythm and the delivery. That's why I liked Curtis' verse, because he came in, he like sped it up, slow it down a little bit. You know?
Yeah. Curtis was definitely the best.
Yeah.
Did Dylan and Kerrion even go?
That's why I was gonna ask you.
Are they in the I don't think they're in this song.
I'm about to YouTube it when we're done with this.
Okay, yeah, we need to. I was gonna say play it, but we're gonna get copywritten and they're gonna take our video down, so let's not.
Oh yes, so let's not do it.
But yeah, I think this fight was so ridiculous. And then Milan said, like, oh, you want to be a and Kerrion was like, oh, y'all want me to be a so bad. And I'm like, okay, this is going like in a direction where it really doesn't need to be. This is so unnecessary.
It really is.
And I think Milan kept going for those digs that like it's one of those things where if I was like, you're in that house and you don't want to tell people your personal stuff or open up to them because they're going to do shit like that.
That's why exactly. You know, sometimes we learn the hard way, but in Kerrion's situation, like everybody already knew his relationship with his dad and everything before he came on the show. I cannot respect a person at all that takes those low blows like that, especially when it comes to family. Like, do you know it takes people a lifetime sometimes to heal from trauma,
Exactly.
especially when it comes from our family. That don't do that. Like, you a weak ass person if that's the only thing you can come up with. You ain't got no other clapbacks. You can't talk about shit else. You gotta dig up personal family stuff like that. Like, people like that, special place in hell.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Totally.
Yeah.
He was getting, I was like, I almost turned it off because he was just pissing me off. And it's like,
Yeah,
he walks away and he keeps talking shit. I mean, obviously Kerrion was saying stuff too, but I feel like Kerrion was more so mad that Milan got upset about something so small. He wasn't like calling him out of his name when he was in the back outside. When on the other hand, Milan was sitting here inside while he was outside and calling him a bitch, calling him a weak ass, like.
Yeah, like, it was so annoying. Not only that, it's like, dude, like, Kerrion had every right to be talking shit back. Like, first of all, you're gonna sit up here and insult me and try and call me out in front of everybody when all I'm trying to do is come up with a solution on how to save this song. Ain't nobody else coming up with no solution on what we could do. And then you want to try and call me out like I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? On top of the fact, like, this dude grew up in the music industry and you know what I mean? Like, give him the benefit of the doubt.
Right. At least he's trying. Nobody else is.
That's what I was just about to say. Nobody else, not even you, Milan. Then you want to sit there and drag it out. You deserved everything he called you.
Absolutely. And then grabbing the bottle, like, stop talking so much shit and then grab a bottle when you're saying you don't want any. He said in his interview, I don't want any smoke. Then shut the fuck up. Like, stop talking. Like, you keep talking, and then the second that he stands up, you grab a bottle. Like, I'm sorry, I think that's a pussy move.
Yeah, it's
your leg hurts, but you're hopping up and down on it like it's completely fine. That leg was completely fine.
Man, exactly. It's just very disappointing to see Milan's character turn out the way that it is, because first couple of episodes, like, he was definitely my favorite. I love how he was being the voice of reason, and but somewhere he's taking like a dark turn. I'm not liking it. I'm not feeling it at all.
I don't know what's getting to his head, or if he's a production puppet, but it's, I think that we spoke about this on the phone yesterday. It's irritating because it's almost like, the other guys are kind of like, it looks like they're over it. Like, they don't care about a storyline at this point. They're like, this is boring. We're just going to do our own shit. And Milan tries to just start shit for no reason so that they can bring more ratings and viewers, which I get, but it just goes on for too long when it's like, when the outcome isn't the way that he wants it to be.
Yeah, it's giving puppet too.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. It's giving puppet. It's giving roly poly in season 2.
It's, I mean, I just can't believe that.
Just started shit for no reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
so it goes from this entire episode, what, a 15-minute episode, into next episode, and the entire episode of being about the exact same thing.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. I'm just so over this whole narrative that fighting and drama is the only way people can be entertained. And it's just like, we the viewers, because I'm a viewer too, have a responsibility in that as well, because that's what y'all praise. That's, you know what I mean? That's what y'all want. So that's what they're going to keep dragging these. I'm just going to be honest. It's like, they're going to keep dragging shit out.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only, like we said, the other guys, right? They just look so over it. They're just like, oh my God. Like, you can see it all in their faces.
Yep.
They're over all this shit. Yeah, especially that. Gutta and Darrell are like, they're like, and then now Anthony too, I can see it all in his face, and so they're over it. They're not into the bullshit. Milan has done this before. He knows how this thing works. You know what I mean? And so that's why I said it's giving puppet, because I don't think anybody else cares to have fake beef or do all this fake ass shit for the cameras or whatever is going on, because there's no way in the life of me that I can believe that Milan was really that mad over someone trying to help and figure out how to save this song. To where like, so now we can go into episode 6, right? Okay, so you see they're on a sprinter. Kerrion's like, I'm gonna ride in the Tahoe because I don't like the vibe. He's trying to keep the peace. He don't want, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell like everybody's like over there not trying to do all that.
Even when Milan's still talking in there, they're like,
yeah, you can see the whole ride over, right? If you notice Milan, his body language, he's so antsy to get off that bus. Like, he's looking, he just, you know what I mean? Like,
Darrell's sleeping in the back, minding his own business.
Everybody, exactly. It was so annoying to even watch him. I'm like, bro, like, relax. Like, y'all about to go, y'all in the Hollywood Hills. Like, who acts like that?
Not that easy. Like, you had all that space and opportunity in that studio and outside to do what you want, but you pranced around like a little girl outside and pumped your chest the whole time when no security was holding you back. You didn't do anything then, but then you're going to sneak up on him.
You wait till you're at this red carpet Hollywood event to go act like a fucking animal. Like,
so this, it's one thing if you're so mad about something, and if as a viewer, if I'm watching you get pumped up about something and you fight immediately within a couple minutes of the scene, right? Cool, entertaining for the viewers. It's another thing when it's like this, how it's drawn on for literally over an hour. Span of 2 episodes worth of you just arguing and going on and on and on and on and on about the same thing and not doing anything. It's like, if you're not going to do anything, please just shut up.
Shut up.
It's boring at this point, and it makes the episode seem so much longer and not in an enjoyable way.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I was skipping through a lot. Like, I don't want to keep hearing him talk shit. Like, you're just bitching and nagging about what? Somebody wanted to YouTube tutorial some shit. Big deal.
And I think his friend who hosted that event should have been a lot more upset about what he did. I mean, can you imagine, like, if you and I are cool and you had an event and I went and fought somebody at your entrance?
Yeah, I would have been
That's
pissed.
so raggedy.
Especially if you was my friend. I like, if you were a stranger, I wouldn't have been upset. But like, I know you, like, I'm referring to you as my brother. You should have at least more respect for me to not do that here. They're in Hollywood Hills. And honestly, like, when in the hills, sometimes, like, it's hard to get a good host to let you use their property and stuff like that for those, because they don't like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, fighting and all the noise, and you know what I mean? Like, like, that's a bad look for the event. Yeah. Through the event, you know what I mean? And that happens to be your friend and you don't even care. Like,
to me, Milan knew exactly what he was doing. I think that, like, he knew that this was a big event. He knew this is the first time all these people were going to hear Zeus, the Bad Boys. Milan is a part of Bad Boys. And he wanted to make that entrance, like, with a bang.
About him, yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. And he knew that once that happened, the second those people got home, they would post on social media saying, we saw the Bad Boys at this event. Milan got into this fight, and then it would blow up and people would be like, oh, where's that airing? We got to watch it when it comes out.
I think so, too. It's giving that.
Extra as fuck.
Then, like we said, he's done this before. He knows how this shit works. So I think it's all calculated when it comes to him. That's why, like I said, remember last time, like, it's like the goddamn Milan show. Like, he's getting all the camera time. He wants to be the leader of the house, which I don't even understand. Like, leader of the house. Like, when Kerrion, Anthony, and Darrell was outside sitting by the pool and they were talking, they had like a really good point there. They're like, why? Like, I don't think we should have a leader. I think if we're working on something and that's your expertise, then you should be in charge of what's going on in the organization. Like, say they had to throw a party, Anthony would be the one, because that's his specialty. He throws live parties. Music would probably be like Kerrion, because he, grew up in music family, like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
100% agreed.
Yeah, I don't think there should be some like, oh, I'm the house manager, like whatever. Like, is this a group home? I don't get it. Like,
It just looks dumb where every
y'all
single
in
scene
transitional
that's set
housing?
up,
Like, what's up? Like,
it's like every single scene that's set up, Milan is the first person to speak up or like enter the camera. It's
even
like,
when they were having the house meeting, there's a podium and this nigga standing behind the podium, like
he's a judge.
Martin Luther King or something. Like, get the fuck out of here.
What did what? Oh my God! That's why when I started liking Darrell, he had the funniest thing that he said. He said he was standing at the podium. He was like, "I have a dream," and early he was like, "I had a dream, and I wish it wasn't you," or something like that. He said something really funny about him standing there at the podium, and I was like, "Okay, I officially like Darrell."
Right? He be coming with them little slick jokes. You don't even know. Yeah, I told you it like Darrell.
Yeah, no, he's cool. I'm just, it's like that turns into a fight, which to me, I mean, I know we only saw 2 seconds of it. And even though, it looks like Kerrion might fall or something, I really don't think Milan can fight like that. I feel like he just has like big muscles, or maybe he's just not trying to hurt people when he fights. But it's like, he's like, I will kill this motherfucker. Like, I'll really hurt. And then you miss your punch and you punch him like here. It's like, you have a straight shot to Homeboy's face. And I don't know.
I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm not like a judge of who can fight and who can't.
Right.
And I don't know if he can fight or not. I think they're just too grown to be doing that in the first place. Mm-hmm. But if anything, maybe Milan can't really like legally be putting his hands on people like that.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, I was about to say he is kind of a bigger public figure than the rest.
Maybe that's why he goes like lower almost, he almost
he doesn't
like
hit
Gaia
in the face.
did on like, yeah, he like goes like a little bit lower, almost like wrestling move style.
Yeah, every time, right? Yeah, so it's almost like that's even for cameras too, because like he can't really like fight like he wants to. Some like really got hurt or something, and he might be, you never know. Yeah. I mean, because you see what's going on with like Jocelyn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like nobody wants those problems.
By the way, with that scene where he's standing at the podium, they're having that like house meeting. Before that, when they were having a conversation with Kerrion at the pool, they were all agreeing with him, like, like he's not a leader, like he's not the leader, nobody runs this house, all of that. Like, we get your point of view, we get why you're mad, it wasn't that deep, why did he take it there? And then they, to me, I think they kind of switched up a little bit, or at least I think Anthony and Darrell tried to like understand Milan a lot more when they were like completely disagreeing with the way that he was thinking at the pool. And they were like, wait, Kerrion, like, do you understand why he's mad? Would you give him an apology? And I'm like, what? Where was this energy at the pool?
Yeah, exactly.
It was more so Anthony, I think. But I'm like, ugh.
Why do you think that they switched up like that? Like, what do you think?
I think they just want to play cool with both people and just not necessarily pick a side to start another fight or something. But I'm not going to call them fake for that. I mean, I think hopefully eventually they'll actually call him out about his bullshit, because it's a little ridiculous.
I don't know. I think that was fake. Not the reason why I said I think it was fake, because y'all didn't understand him. And like, okay, it's one thing to be like mad or annoyed, but there was no real reason to like be that mad and annoyed. Like, I mean, I can't control like how another person feels about a situation, but you don't handle them that way. You know what I mean? Like, we all got to show each other respect. And honestly, just in my opinion, like, it was not something to even be mad about.
Yeah, to me,
like, it wasn't. Honestly, like, if you wasn't feeling him, looking it up on YouTube, let's put our heads together and figure out something else then. Why are you mad?
It was giving what Dylan was trying to do episode 1 with Will. It's like,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Just to start something for any reason. Yeah,
100%. I think he thought it was getting boring, and he thought that he was like, you know what? Let me get mad about the dumbest shit ever. So the next thing that gives me an opportunity to possibly start an argument, I'm gonna go for it.
I think that's what it was too. I think that's exactly what it was, because it wasn't nothing really. I mean, it was, we got to listen to them make a song. We got to hear them make the song, and we got to see them go to the fashion show and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know. I just wish that they would be a little more creative with how they entertain. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't always have to like fight and argue. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy, because it feels like they're squeezing in arguments and stuff. Like, they're reaching for problems. Like, because that was just didn't make no sense, right?
Yeah,
like,
totally agreed. Well, I mean, at least we're getting, I think, 2 new people next episode, the 2 replacements.
Okay.
Which it looks like another situation, even though I think it might be entertaining. It looks like another stupid argument because it's going to be about the room situation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which they showed in the trailer. It's like they both fight over whose room they're getting. Like that's literally Bad Girls Club.
You want to know why I'm excited for these new people?
Ooh, why?
I'm excited to see Jonathan and what he brings to the table, the hairstylist. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited to see Milan get knocked off this little pedestal that he has put himself on. Because Jonathan is up there like him too. Like, you know what I mean?
Jonathan's a big guy.
Yeah, no, I just his influence, like
public
figure. You know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna be the Milan show anymore. And from what I have heard, that he gives Milan a run for his money. Like,
good.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm excited to see that happen. Just because, like, I don't like people with these are just too fucking big headed. It's like, bro, calm down. Because let's not forget what happened to you on Love and Hip Hop.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be rude and like
just humble yourself
or whatnot. But this was supposed to be for you to come back and rebrand yourself, and you doing a horrible job. Like, and I feel bad because like the first 2 episodes, I was really rooting for Milan. Like, I was excited for him. I felt bad how he did on Love and Hip Hop, and it's just like, you're just a big disappointment right now.
Yeah.
And it's even worse of a disappointment because already, what to expect. Mm-hmm. You know the things to say and the things to do. You know what I mean? So it's like he doesn't care about not being liked and being the villain or whatever, He just wants to be the puppet. But they got Jonathan coming, and I'm excited to see him get.
I'm too. I think he'll really knock him off that pedestal or off the high horse that he's on, which is going to be great to see. I think he's going to be a little bit more quiet. And look, if Jonathan wants to come in there and act like he runs the house, I don't know anything about Jonathan, honestly, so I'm excited to see it.
I am too. From what I hear, because I be having my ear to the streets. No, but I follow a lot of the bad boys online, and a lot of them have said that Jonathan came in being really cool and nice to everybody, and it was Milan. So I think Milan was probably like a little insecure and intimidated by Jonathan's status. Like, Milan. Not saying like he's like top dog, but everybody already knows Milan from being on TV, his million plus followers, like, you know what I mean? So he just feels like he's running the shit. Mm-hmm. This my shit, and y'all here, like, I'm David Ruffin and these the Temptations. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm getting. So I feel like now somebody else that's on the same status as him might even be a little bit bigger. Mm-hmm. Now
back up. It's my turn.
Yeah, now I feel like he's a little insecure and intimidated. Yeah. So I want to see how this plays out.
I'm hoping he gets that house together. Maybe he can, besides the fights, bring like some more entertainment, like start some new events.
Yeah. Why don't we throw a party at the house or something? Like, I don't know. It's just like, I'm done with seeing these grown ass men fight. Like, it's not cute. I don't know. like,
I was excited to see it, honestly, through the trailer. I was like, oh shit, like, like everybody's been waiting for Bad Boys, and we're like, what is it gonna be like? Because it's one thing with girls fighting, with grown ass like big dudes fighting. I'm like, that could be really like too crazy. And it's not even that. Honestly, like, the fights aren't even entertaining anymore. Like this next upcoming fight looks stupid. It's just so not worth it. Like, it's really, really dumb. And I'm starting to compare it to Baddies season 1, which I feel bad about. I really didn't want to, but it's going in that direction where they're running out of ideas during filming.
Yeah. And I can't say that they do be making up shit as they go during filming. Like they don't have it mapped out, right? But I mean, but it could be different because, you know, people learn as they go and like, you know what I mean? So, but it almost seems like they're running out of ideas too. Like, I don't know. I think they should do something fun and crazy. Like maybe they should I don't know, like there's other ways to be entertaining in a fight.
Yeah.
Like they could take a trip somewhere.
Exactly. That's what
you know what I mean? Like go to Mexico or something like.
Right.
Yeah, you know, or something like I'm trying to think, like shit that happens that you know, like how they were at the bowling alley and they just so happened to catch the babies fight, or like, you know, I don't know, like they could do something other than, like, even the fashion show is a little boring. Like,
yeah, I mean, if you were to go on a trip like internationally or anywhere, you know how the locals are with cameras around, you'll probably get into real arguments with fucking locals or something like
strangers.
that.
Yeah, they used to do that on the Bad Girls Club. Like those were the episodes that was the best, when they would like get into it with people like locals, and then like all the girls were like,
exactly,
they had each other's backs and stuff. Like I like to see stuff like
that's
that.
How it should be.
Yeah, like we want to see y'all be a united front when y'all leave that house. Like, you know what I mean? Like at least like, okay, y'all could be like fighting inside, like we live together, so it's like siblings, whatever, we bicker, whatever. But when we leave this house, we need to be a united front. Because motherfuckers gonna be hating on us when we leave. Like that's what they used to do in Bad Girls Club. I remember, like they would have each other's back.
Oh, they can never do what Bad Girls Club did. Oh,
they can't.
If only.
They're not Bun and Murray production crew.
Yeah, no. I'm glad I remembered this. I hope you saw the scene, because I know you said you skipped around a little bit. Do you believe the rumors that Kerrion was saying that Milan was trying to suck his dick or hit on him?
Touch him? Yeah. I mean...
Because there was a good, 3-second pause before Milan was like, no, I didn't. I think he was like, fuck, why'd you bring that up?
You right? Yeah. You never know. I mean, hey, he probably did.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's probably how that part of the argument started. You know,
that's why Milan got so mad.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he was
exactly.
For hours, like, you know,
if you're that mad, if you're that mad, there's some truth to it.
He was not. That's why. Okay, now I see. Because there's no way you was mad about him trying to figure out how to say that song, bro. It was because he exposed you for trying to.
He kept saying in his interview, how many times did they bring up his interview? And he said, I'm so mad at this motherfucker because he disrespected me. And at least 4 times that he said in his interview, he never said how he disrespected him. Then the
what he said that was
last time, he said, I can't believe he disrespected me. He lied and said that I wanted to fuck him. So I'm like, is that how he disrespected you? Like, there's no way that he just randomly brought that up. That was a lie. Like,
no,
there's truth to that.
There's some truth to it. It's some truth to it. I don't know. I believe Kerrion. Like, he innocent.
By the way, he's out. You know that, right?
Oh my God, freaking!
Yeah, he's out.
I didn't know he was out.
You gotta posted a video with him.
Oh yay!
Yeah, I wish you gotta follow the Zeus network. Has someone has like a Facebook page where it's not like the official Zeus network, but like everybody like talk shit about the shows on there, so it's fun.
Yeah,
and somebody put a video
out.
Of Kerrion and Gutta together.
Aw, their friendship is so freaking cute.
So I'd assume that means that he's innocent, or he at least maybe got out with his lawyer in the meantime while they figure stuff out.
They probably don't have enough evidence. I mean, him driving that car is not enough evidence to say he killed somebody, especially when there's no body.
Right, yeah.
He's technically missing, you know what I mean? Like, so
sure.
So I knew he would be getting out soon. They don't have no evidence, so, and they didn't they didn't even charge him with murder. So
well, that's one positive thing that's come out of these 2 pretty terrible episodes.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, free Kerrion. That's what's up. Yeah, did you hear when Kerrion called Milan a bottom bitch? I died.
Yes.
I died.
And
That
it was
was so
hilarious because Milan was like, "You're right. I like sucking dick. I like dick." I wanted to be like, "Wait, I thought you were a top."
no, he's a bottom bitch, I guess.
I guess so. Sorry, even
No offense to
you mean-
bottoms
no,
out there.
no, but
that,
now you're totally out. Like now he won't, even if he like came around you and you were like you're high, he'd be like, "Sorry, I'm a bottom." You have no chance now, Meeko.
I know. I don't. But you know what? I'm so turned off of Milan. Like he's not even that cute into me anymore.
Honestly, I've lost like all attraction to him, and
I did too. Like I'm not feeling it anymore. He used to be so fine to me. I mean, he's still fine, but it's just like I'm just not feeling. Like even when I see his stuff on the gram, I'm like, shut up. Like.
Now I remember why he blocked me on Instagram.
I
probably would have been talking the same shit on Instagram right now and gotten blocked anyways.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it just goes to show how fast our feelings towards people on shows like this can change.
Yeah, but like in retrospect though, like in real life, it's like that. You know, like your looks can only take you so far. Mm-hmm. It's that personality. Like, how are you on the inside?
Exactly.
You got like an ugly spirit. Mm-hmm. Nobody's gonna want to be around you. Nobody wants to be around negative people. Nobody wants to be around someone who's complaining and fighting on you. Can't take them nowhere. You can't go nowhere with them because they're always fighting someone or got stank look on their face and shit like that. Like, so it just goes to show, you're showing this stupid side of you. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's real or not. And that's what's disappointing too, because it's like, it could be all just for the cameras and you know what I mean? Like,
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, it's probably
he might even have a different contract than everybody else because he was the top influencer of all of them. You know what I mean? You never know. Like Yodelet and Roly Poly had different contracts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they did. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and you never know what type of stuff that they are putting in his ear to do.
Yeah.
Do too, because he got paid more than everybody else.
Oh, speaking.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he got paid more than everybody else.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. He's well known person there.
So you get a more pay, you might have to cause these situations. Mm-hmm. When nobody else is doing it, you got to come do it.
Yeah. Speaking of people complaining and pouting, do you remember Mula pouting like a little 4-year-old
about his outfit?
Clothes. Like he literally looked like a fucking 3-year-old in the corner. Until somebody gave him attention and asked him what was wrong, he was just like,
I'm not feeling my outfit. I'm not feeling my outfit. Ain't nothing organized.
Grow up and stop. Take your fucking thumb out of your mouth and stop sucking it. Like
it's had his thumb in his mouth. No. Oh, I was gonna say, oh, bro.
No, not literally. But it's
okay. I was about to say
he needed a fucking pacifier. Like that's what.
So in Mula's defense, I do agree with him about like being annoyed, right? Because like first of all, like the Milan situation when we first pull up and the fucking lights go off, like what kind of ghetto shit is this?
True, that is true.
You just throw us in this room. This ain't even a proper dressing room.
It did look
yeah, like what it looked like that was just like the extra storage room they had to change in. Like I would have been annoyed too if just too much shit going on. I felt where Mulan's frustration was like, I don't even want to do this shit no more. Like, and then I don't like my outfit. Like, but on the flip side, it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, I mean, it's just it ain't even all that. Like,
I would have been more so. Yeah, the thing that would have annoyed me the most is you're the one that set up. Wait, who's the one that set up the fashion show? Didn't Milan set it up? Or I mean, that was his best friend that he said. So
I'm not too sure exactly. I mean, who exactly set it up? But like on the show, it might have been Milan. Because like, but it was actually like, if you look at the backdrop, you see Zeus' name on the backdrop. Like all that shit Zeus has their hands in on.
But it's like Milan's the one that fucked up the whole vibe. I mean, the electricity going out, that's pretty raggedy. So I can totally be like, okay, yeah, this. But I mean,
it was just a lot of just shit that was going on. And then And then I'm looking at that dressing room like, why? What the hell? That is not a dressing room.
Did you see
That was a storage room.
all
That
the
was a
clothes
deep.
were literally just like on a couch and like in boxes.
I thought they dropped them off in a trash bag.
It did look really lame. I'm like, I
felt Mulan in that situation. By that time, I'm like that too. He's probably a Pisces. By that time, I'll probably be like, I'm over this shit, bro. Take me back to the house. Like, I'm gonna go get the food.
I totally get his frustration, 100%. I just thought that it looked like very childish the way he was pouting about it. You know, like complain about it after. Just get on the bus and shut up.
Yeah, I would have been more like, especially after you already walked the runway and stuff, like it's over with. So yeah, I would have let it go. I've been frustrated and annoyed, but it's just like, whatever, we here, let's do it, get it over with. We're still gonna have fun and make the best of it. That's the type of person I am. I'd have been annoyed, like all this shit happened, but fuck it, y'all. Let's just make the best of it.
Don't kill everybody else's vibe.
Did you see Curtis trying to tell him, nigga, stop tripping?
I was going to say that Curtis kind of actually was a little likable this episode. And
I told you.
He was. I think he's come a little bit out of Mula's ass. And, you know, finally, like, okay, you know, I think he's trying to finally have fun and be like, okay, let's, you know, fuck all this stupid, unnecessary shit. Let's, you know, we're finally at an event after all this stupid drama that just happened at the studio. Let's try to have some fun. We know it's raggedy, we know the lights are out, but let's enjoy ourselves while we're here. We have drinks, you know, like they were saying, there are girls here, so let's make the best out of it.
Make the best about it.
We have to go back to this house and deal with this drama again. Like, we probably got an hour before we get back into that bus and have to deal with Milan yapping about the same drama. So let's have fun now.
Because Lord knows they tired of Milan. They are tired of his shit.
Yeah. If I'm not gonna lie, if they got a replacement for him right now, which I know they're not going to, but if they did, I would not be upset.
Who, Milan?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he stays to the end. I don't think there's gonna be any more other replacements. I think those are the only people that leave. Yeah.
Oh God. And if he tries this shit at the reunion, it's gonna be a boring and tiring reunion.
You already know it is. He's gonna try and make it about himself, but Jonathan will be there. Like, we just gotta see how like these next episodes are gonna go with Jonathan and this other person in the house to see how the vibe shifts in Milan. But they're done filming, obviously, you know, and so they've been online talking and whatnot. So like, I've been hearing a lot of shit about what's gonna happen at the reunion.
Okay, wait, what have you heard? Because I don't see anything of Milan since he.
Well, I haven't seen Milan. Like, well, I've heard. I think like Milan was like getting into it with William, but then like they're like it's all love and like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it like Milan's been like flip-floppy with who he's cool with and who he's not with online, because I've been seeing like stuff where he would say like, ain't none of them my friends.
I was gonna say, I did see on the Bad Boys page that like everybody is basically against him. Like I don't think any of them follow him. He's like, oh, like fuck them bitches, like I'm not cool with any of them.
Yeah, they're not feeling him. Yeah. So Milan he don't have alliances at the reunion. So he might tread lightly.
He's just too
I
old
heard
for all this.
I heard Darrell was gonna ask Dylan and William if they wanted to fight or something like that. So I'm like wondering what ended up transpiring with them. But like William already is gone. So it's like, what is the problem with William? And I thought they were cool. So it's like,
if they fight about what they said in their interviews or something about that first episode, that's gonna be really lame.
No, I don't know. It has
like,
to be
it's what, how many months after, you know, it's actually happened?
It has to be something other than that. Like it definitely is something that didn't happen on the show. Like it has to be like something off camera, like something happened after filming.
Right.
Because William wasn't there that long. That might be like a good episode if we could possibly bring one of them on and figure out what was going on. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make them spill some tea.
Yeah, or maybe even Dylan too, because I heard that he wanted to fight Dylan too, and I'm like, what the hell did Dylan do? Like, he's the main one not saying nothing, like, you know. So,
okay. Well, Well, Darrell, if you want to come on the show, please come on because I like you now, and I don't feel the same way that I did the first time. So if you saw the first episode, I don't feel the same way. I like you.
I've loved you. I've loved you since the money reside. Where the money reside.
It'd be cool if we could get one of them on and pick their brains.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to know what's going on with that, and if it could possibly be squashed. Like, I don't want to see them fighting each other. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I like unity, you know, like I feel like we're stronger together than we are like fighting each other, like, you know, and it's like, I feel like they're all in this together, you know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be like disputes, you know, like I look at them more like siblings, like when I fight my brothers and sisters and stuff like that, like, but does it have to be like real prolonged?
It just needs
you
to
know
be
what I mean? Like,
authentic. Like, if you're gonna get into it, make it worth it. Make it mean something. Make it like worth
make it be
something
about
arguing
something.
over. Like, if someone like says "fuck your kid" or something, then fucking fight them, not over some Pro Tools.
Because I'm trying to help figure it out. Like, we're trying to save this song. Like,
explain that to your fucking future children.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
So dumb.
So your kid was like, I'm trying to learn something new, and they go to YouTube to figure it out. You gonna cuss them out?
Right. Pick up a bottle.
Instead of telling them like, hey, let's figure it out. Let's Google it instead. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just feel like they could have put their heads together and figured out a way to figure out how to save that song, opposed to just talking gang of shit and down. Like, he was talking down to Kerrion. That's what it was. He was like talking down to him, like, I'm better than you.
Yeah,
you
like basically calling him peasant.
You don't know shit. Mm-hmm. You want to YouTube it. And it's like, well, bitch, what the fuck are you trying to do?
Humble your fucking self.
Because I'm trying to figure it out. You don't know how to do it neither.
Yeah, I really wanted Gutta to just cuss somebody out and just tell them both to shut up, which I know he probably wouldn't do to Kerrion, but like, tell Milan to shut up.
Oh no, he likes Kerrion. That's his man.
Yeah. Someone tell him to shut up.
That's what I'm waiting for. I don't understand why nobody is saying anything to Milan. Like, why are, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why it irritated me at that little family meeting or whatever they had when they were trying to get Kerrion to apologize and like get him to see Milan's side. Like, Milan didn't have a fucking point or a side to see.
Exactly.
And so it's like, someone say something. And that's what irritates me too, because it's like, I know why nobody's saying nothing. Y'all want, you know what I mean? Like,
you want to be cool with everybody.
Cool with everybody, because you don't know, you might need him for his cloud and camera time later.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I feel like that's
absolutely.
That's what's going on.
Yep.
Because they know what the hell is going on, and they know that they're pulling Milan to the side for more scenes. They know they're pulling Milan to the they see Milan getting pulled to the side by production.
Yep. I was gonna say, the cooler they are with Milan,
go do that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The cooler they are with him, the more scenes they're gonna be in. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. If they're cool with Milan, they get more camera time. Like, you know, so, and I feel like people should just stand up for what's right. And I feel like if somebody was to stand up and say some shit to Milan and just really like take that initiative, I feel like production's gonna come pull you aside too and be like, hey, go do this. We about to film this scene with you. Right. You know what I mean? Instead of being a follower or just, you know, just playing the field. No.
Be you and be your own person, have your own mind. Nothing bothers the viewers more than when you're not like authentically you. It's so easy to see through the bullshit, through the fake personalities, and like, it's even clearly very easy.
Unless you're a really good actress like myself. You took a couple acting classes here and there, you know, to theater arts.
Oh God.
But yeah, unless you're a good actress, no, we can see straight through when it's being forced and you're not being yourself. And so just be yourself, put tins on it, and you're gonna get your camera time, you're gonna shine.
Yeah. I am excited for next episode.
This person and that person, just get your camera time, and like, I've seen it happen too. So, you know.
I mean, I am excited for next episode, but only for the new people.
Same. Same. Fresh faces. I want to see the new people. I want to see Jonathan knock Milan off this imaginary pedestal that he self-proclaimed. I want to see Dylan shine a little bit more.
Me too.
I do. Like,
and
I like not in drama. I like I said, you know, like this is probably something new to him. He's probably never done something like this before. So like that first episode when he was starting shit with William in the van, like I'm definitely able to look past that and not judge him for that. I just want to see more of his personality. Do you think he wears makeup? Because I've been looking at his eyes. Like, is that eyeliner? Like,
thank you. Okay. Yes, that scene in the were they outside or in the bedroom when he looked like he had black eyeliner?
Somewhere. Yeah. I just was like, I was so confused. Like, I didn't know. I mean, nothing wrong if he does. It's like
he just looks like
trying to figure it out. And did you notice he had a cut on his face?
He's had it since the fight because I think the when he fell into the bush backwards, I think it had thorns on it and it scratched him up. He's had that. You can see it even still in his interview. They put makeup on it, but you can see kind of a line here.
Yeah, no, I see the line, and that shit would have pissed me the fuck off. I'm sorry, like don't be. That's my face, bro.
That's why Natalie got so mad. She was like, "Y'all, you fucked up his face." Because he's bleeding. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it was from the like thorns in the bushes.
The thorns in the bushes, but still, like that shit was just.
I've been so mad. And like we're filming for like this is gonna take weeks to heal, and we're on camera.
Yeah, we're filming. Like that's so scandalous. Yeah.
And you can't put on makeup on it like fresh because it could probably get infected, right?
Yeah, it would be stinging and stuff. It was. I looked like that was a big cut because it's still there.
So mad. I'd have to look like Kate Capri on Jocelyn's Cabaret and put a big ass Band-Aid on it. Look like no.
It's a big cut though. Like it was like, excuse me, it was like this.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if they have. You'd have to be a big ass bandage.
I know. Well, hopefully Milan can calm down next episode. I am looking forward to it. I thought I wasn't going to, but only since new people are coming in, that's something new.
Yeah, no. I'm excited to see the new people and to see how the house changes and how the narrative changes.
Same here. Well, oh god,
I think it's gonna be everybody against Milan if you ask me.
Oh god, I hope so. I fucking hope so. It's about time.
That's what it's seeming like, because especially how like nobody is like feeling him right now. Like he was like online talking shit about how he don't fuck with nobody, and then like you see everybody commenting like, "Y'all want something from the store?" Like they
you want some McDonald's?
What he's talking about.
I love when people do that. That's clearly shows that the people even on Instagram are over this.
Yeah,
we don't care anymore.
We don't care, bro. Leave us alone.
But like the next thing we know, it's going to be the finale, and they're still going to be talking about the studio and the issues and Pro Tools.
If he better leave this Pro Tools. I swear, if they drag Pro Tools,
girl, if they bring up fucking Pro Tools at the reunion, I swear to God.
You know he is. They gonna talk about it.
That producer better be there at that reunion. He's a part of the cast now. You started drama.
He has to be. They told him to leave. I don't care what nobody says. They told him to leave.
100%. I 100% believe that. It's so dumb with his fine ass. Now I'm done with who's the other guy that I liked? The guy that works for Zeus.
Matthew.
Yeah, I'm done with him. He's still cute, but now I'm on the producer.
Oh, the producer. I think his name is Matthew too.
Oh, I got something.
Color hair. He be having like pink hair sometimes.
I got something from Matthews. Well, I'm gonna follow him.
Yeah, what is it with you and these Matthews?
I don't know.
Yeah, Matthews look real good these days. My Matthew, not that Matthew. He got a little cut going on.
Yeah, Matthew.
He was a little iced out, you know.
Okay. I got a thing for Matthews, so Matthews slide in my DMs. I'm just kidding. I'm cutting that out.
No, don't.
No,
slide in his DMs.
I'm gonna DM that clip to
Matthew. Either Matthew, it don't matter. One of them.
I'm gonna DM that clip to Matthew.
May the best Matthew win.
Right. I did put heart eyes on the first Matthews picture, and he liked it immediately. So, but I didn't slide in the DMs yet. Now that he's moving,
hey, I'm gonna start sliding in these DMs. Shit, I'm gonna shoot my shot.
Right.
These rapper baby mamas be getting richer than them. I'm just saying, like,
I'm gonna slide in producer Matthews and be like, "Hey, you're really hot. By the way, why didn't you save the project before you left?" I'm gonna be petty.
You started. It only took 5 minutes to save that project. You was not in that much of a rush.
I could have YouTubed it for all y'all.
And Milan beefing for 3 days.
Right. I could have YouTubed it for all of them. Some dumbass shit.
Man, it all could have been avoided if you would have just stayed 5 more minutes.
Exactly.
You know you was not in that much of a rush, boy.
Right.
Look what you just started. I need him to be at the reunion. You gotta explain yourself. Explain 100%. Yourself.
Yeah, we need you at the fucking podium. You're on trial.
That's so funny. That is so funny. But yeah, no, that was for sure a created scene. But
yeah, I honestly didn't think that this one was gonna be that long because I thought we were just gonna talk a little bit about like everything. But I think we both had a lot to say about Milan's temper tantrum.
Yeah.
I'm glad guys, if you hate this
a lot of the other guys are starting to outshine him.
Yeah.
Like Moolah's growing on me a little bit, and Curtis.
Yeah.
Everybody else already likes Dylan. That's why I said I want to see more of Dylan, because like everybody else, you know, it's already like the two that I didn't like is starting to grow on me. I already like Jarrell and Getta. Kerrion, that's my baby. I don't know why, I just have a special heart for him. And Milan went from here to here. Like, damn, it's so disappointing.
He did a fucking 180 for me. Oh,
yeah.
I'm sick.
The last episode, I was so excited for him. Like, you know, I was like, I'm not buying his dildos. I'm not buying your dildos. I'm not supporting it.
You're like, it was in my Amazon checkout, and now
it really was. I was waiting to get paid. I was waiting for my direct deposit to hit, and luckily I saw this episode before my direct deposit hit, because I took it out of my Amazon.
You took it out of your cart.
I took it out the cart. It's no longer there. Gotta go back to using my hands.
I don't blame you. Yeah, nobody buy that shit. Not yet, until he becomes more likable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
well,
so
hopefully he turns it around too, now that he has somebody else there that could share the spotlight with, I guess. Maybe he could stop being such an asshole.
Guys, let us know how you feel about, if you guys disagree with us completely, that is fine. We don't expect anyone to agree with us, but y'all gotta write down in the comments. Ooh, what?
Yeah, I was gonna say as well, because like we said before, we do listen to you. We do read your guys' comments and take what you guys say into deep consideration. And so we have noticed that a lot of you guys been wanting to use some of your guys' commentary. So please, what you can do is write comments. Do you agree with us? Do you not? And we will do our best to include them in our next episode.
Yeah, we will just pick maybe a top 5 or 10 comments that we think would make good conversation. And maybe comments that are complete opposite of our train of thought and how we feel about the people. And, that'd be cool. Maybe
that would be cool.
Future episodes, maybe in a couple episodes to come, once we format everything properly, we can bring a couple people on, a couple of fans from the show, and maybe we can just have a discussion about everything.
That would be awesome. I think the fans would love that, and honestly, I feel like Bad Boys would love to see a lot of your guys' feedback and commentary on these episodes as well. And a lot of them follow me online, and they support our after show. So just so you guys know that.
Okay, and we should definitely find people that don't fully agree with us. Don't you agree? Because I think it's
oh yeah, I agree.
If it's just people that feel the same way about Milan, it's just going to be us all
digging up on Milan.
It's gonna be boring.
Yeah, we definitely should bring people or bring the comments on that have a different perspective or a different insight than us, so we have something to kind of go off of.
Yeah.
Like maybe somebody do understand where Milan was coming from, why he was so upset. I would love to hear another perspective.
Me too. So guys, that's your task. Write down below what you think about the whole situation, the 2 episodes, and then if you want to be a part of upcoming episodes and give your input on how you feel about the cast, the episodes themselves, DM either me or Meeko, and we will coordinate and try to get you on so that we can have some more deeper discussions with you guys.
Yeah, definitely. We want to bring you guys in and get your insight on it and stuff. I know you guys are supportive. Y'all be in the comments, giving your commentary. So now it's your time to shine. Let us know how you feel. So the first task is tell us how you feel about the Milan and Kerrion situation. Was Milan wrong? And was he overreacting? Or did Milan have every right to feel the way he felt?
Or was he doing 1, 2, 3, 4 too fucking much? The answer is
exactly.
Yes. I'm just
the answer is yes.
The answer is yes. So you can say yes or yes. If you say no, I'll delete your comment. I'm just kidding.
No, he's not.
No,
you delete the comments.
No, we're kidding him. By the way, certain people will like comment on my interviews and be like, I'm unsubscribing. You deleted my comment. And I'm like, no, I didn't. Like there's certain comments. There's certain words that YouTube will filter out and put in my in a section where I have to approve them before like posts. So some will show there, and I approve almost every single one unless they're calling someone like the N-word or something. Which
just being completely disrespectful.
Yeah, but like there are certain times where people will comment on my YouTube, and I'll get the notification on my phone, and then I click on it or go to my desktop, and I don't see it. So it's really weird. I think YouTube like sometimes immediately like after a notification will like filter out other comments and just delete them without me even approving them. So guys, if your comments get deleted, I promise you it's not me, because I really don't care that much about what you guys say, clearly.
You just have to be careful with the words that you use online. A lot of these social platforms are cracking down because the internet bullying and all that stuff, they don't want to be liable for allowing it to happen. So just be mindful what you say.
You use the C word, the F word, the bad F word, the homophobic one, the N word. It'll get either filtered out, which I have to approve or decline, or it'll get immediately deleted. And
what's the C word? Oh, I never understood why people are so offended by that word. Somebody called me a one time, and I was so confused. Like, what is it? I almost said thank you.
Did you just call me gorgeous?
Right. I had to think like, what is it like?
I mean, it's a pussy, right? So
yeah, somebody told me, one of my white friends told me, and I was just like, oh my God, that's such a.
I think it's just a more derogatory term for like basically saying like you're a huge bitch.
Yeah, pretty much like calling a bitch. That's like they compared it to calling a black woman a bitch or something like that. But I'm like, it didn't hurt my feelings at all. Like, I'm
gonna have to bleep that out. Now that we said it like 7 times, I'm gonna have to bleep them out.
I know. Yeah, bleep it out. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully we're not. I hope we didn't bore you guys. We had a lot to say. Again, write down everything in the comments. Tell us how you feel, and be sure to follow me at Don't Touch My Hair on Instagram. Meeko, give me your plug.
And make sure you follow me at Meeko_Taylor.
And be sure to follow, subscribe to our YouTube. We just hit 8K subscribers. So hopefully we'll get to 9K in the next couple months or so.
No, I would say like the next couple of weeks or so. Like we're gonna manifest.
Manifest that positivity. Yes.
We manifested greatness around here.
And we will see you guys next week. Hopefully, if we're late, we apologize. We just want to make sure that we put out good content for you guys and don't rush anything.
So. Right, exactly. We both had some crazy weekends, so.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm still tired.
Me too. My body is hurting me.
Same. I'm gonna go straight to bed after this.
And I'm not just soaking it to. I gotta call my mama back because she probably been blowing me up.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining me tonight, and I'll see you next Sunday or Monday. Okay.
Yes. Until next time, my friend. You guys have a good night.
Have a good night, guys, and have a good night, Meeko.
Oh, you too.
All right. Bye.